Good to see you again, my man.
Good to be back.
That's our neighbor, by the way. He's in Austin. I'm in Houston.
Yep.
You need to come to Texas.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Texas, man.
Come on down.
A lot, yeah.
I want to jump right into the training for this role or these roles, because I heard you guys just went through all kinds of you-know-what. Let's talk about it.
It wasn't that hard, man.
Really?
I just think it's look, man, like these guys do this stuff for real. You know what I mean? We're actors. We come, they gave us a light boot camp for a week and laughed at us and told us there's no way we could actually do what they really do for a living. And I think that's important to remember, man, that these guys work on that level. You know, we're not firefighters.
But I think what's interesting, though, as actors, that you guys went through that. Because you don't do that. I mean, yes, you get ready for roles, research, that kind of stuff. But the fact that it's based on
the practical side.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's, I think, really...
Well, I didn't know what a hotshot was. So this is a crash course for me personally and a lot of us for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And even the classroom, I mean, there was, 20 to 30 questions every time he was telling us, where to anchor in and how to figure out this perimeter and how they actually fight these wildfires. So it was fascinating to be a part of that. But the most important thing was, Badge was saying earlier, it was just more of a rehearsal and these characters, these guys that were, obviously had lived and breathing life, and finding those beats were 10,000 times more important than the practical side.
Yeah, I remember the day you became my brother, man. It was like halfway through that boot camp. So we'd get up in the morning, we'd work all morning, we'd go dig line up in the mountains, we'd come back, and there was like a 45-minute lunch break, and everybody would eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And one day me and Taylor were just like, you know what, let's just go run. And we just ran up in the mountains, man. And that's what that time period was for, you know what I mean? That's when we get to know each other, and we get to trust each other, and know how each other works, and that's hopefully what translates in the film.
It does. I actually saw this when it was called Granite Mountain.
Oh, wow.
Back in June, I was a test screener. I wasn't allowed to tell anybody.
And
they said, Dave, because in Houston, we had an incident that happened about a year and a half ago, fire incident, all over the news, bad. It was just horrible. But they said, not because of that, but they said, Dave, you just went through this in your town, your station covered this, let's get your perspective. I'm like, well, spot on. Right. I mean, you guys really did. So that's my next question for you both. What was the most important thing for you two to portray?
Mac, Steed, Marsh, McDonough, these guys, if the family isn't happy or thankful, then I didn't do my job or even get close to it. It's the first responders and the families that we did this for. So it's just a heightened responsibility I think you need to be empowered by, and I love it. It's why we do it, These movies don't get made enough, It's either superhero or bust. So we hope this does well and hope it educates and, tells the story of these guys, but that we can keep telling these kind of stories,
Same question for you. Important to portray. What was important for you?
I mean, look, man, I played a guy named Jesse James Steed, who was 6'4", 220 pounds, and a lot funnier and cooler than I was, you know what I mean? So
I second that.
Yeah. You come in, there's a heightened sense of responsibility, and you try to do it the right way, man. And everyone on this job would show up every day with that sense of responsibility. It was one of the most incredible experiences I've had filming. And the story's very dear to my heart, and I just hope we did it the right way, man.
We had the 3-year anniversary on set, and that was just a beautiful moment in the morning, the sun coming up, and we read all the guys' names, and one of the producers just went, said some beautiful things of the story, and so I mean, every day you were inspired just to keep going, and breathe life into these guys, and it was a beautiful process, man.